In the heart of Colorado in 1996, a 6-year-old beauty queen was found dead in her own home. Her name was Ramsey. And when the news broke, the whole country was shocked. As it turned out, this wasn't your typical crime scene. There was a ransom note, a staged crime scene, and a lot of weird stuff that made absolutely no sense. But the most shocking thing of all was who was behind the crime. On December 26, 1996, just 6 days before Christmas, JonBenét Ramsey's mother, Patsy, called the police to report her daughter missing. She told them that she had found a ransom note demanding $118,000 for the safe return of the little girl. The note was written on a piece of paper that was torn from a notepad that matched the paper in the house, so it seemed legit. But something didn't add up. And when the police searched the house, they found little signs that someone had tried to stage the scene. For example, the screen on the basement window was cut from the inside, but there was no sign of forced entry anywhere. And although the ransom note was written on paper from the house, the ink was oddly smudged, as if it had been written on somewhere else and then brought inside. But perhaps the biggest red flag was the body itself. When they finally found it, it was clear that it had been strangled and left to die. But the way that she was lying in the basement was very suspicious. Her body was posed, almost as if someone wanted the investigators to think that she had been the victim of a sex crime. But what really made the case a weird one was the autopsy report. It said that had been sexually assaulted, but the injuries were consistent with someone having forced a sex toy into her, not another person. Now, all of this led the police to believe that the Ramsey family knew more than they were letting on. John and Patsy Ramsey were both suspects, as were their 9-year-old son and the brother of Burke. But despite all the evidence, none of them were ever charged. To this day, the case remains unsolved. But that hasn't stopped people from coming up with their own theories. Some believe that the parents killed after finding out that she had been molesting her brother, Burke. Others believe that it was an intruder who had kidnapped, only to be interrupted by her parents, which led to a struggle and the death of the young girl. Whatever happened, it's clear that this case was one of the most bizarre and haunting mysteries of our time. The death of Ramsey continues to chill America to the bone decades later. Thanks for watching. And if you like this video, check out some of our other true crime series, including Most Evil. We have Most Evil, where we take you through the stories of serial killers and their victims.